Uh-oh, they need our help.
Sora and Riku are together. We have no part to play here.
Gee, I wonder if Riku will ever change back.
Riku chose that form so he could use the power of darkness. It won't be easy.
Kairi, we're on our way.
Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts 2 action. Xigbar is now defeated, or so it seems, and, yeah, more storming the organization's castle to go. Yeah, excuse me. Not too far off from, Riku and Kairi at this stage, so it seems like we're due in for a reunion, just after we talk to our companions. But yeah, any tangent I have about Kairi getting a Keyblade apropos of nothing I've pretty much already expressed in the previous part, so I suppose I should probably turn my attention at this point towards, well, Diz/Ansem. Yeah, he kinda disappeared from the plot up until this point, but again, he's, well, both partially as he already said before, and as he's going to elaborate, yeah, it seems that this once angry gentleman has kind of mellowed out a little bit and seems to be trying to repent for his mistakes. And again, like, I mean, while Ansem the Wise doesn't quite get as much focus in the series as some other characters, again, like, for the story arcs that he gets in the likes of, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2, his brief appearances in the tail end of Birth by Sleep, and indeed Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know, I really like the pathos and, you know, tragedy that Ansem carries, and, again, I think a lot of that credit does go to both Christopher Lee and Corey Burton, who would later pick up the slack for the role. Because again, like, it gives a very powerful performance, and, you know, Ansem is a powerful guy. Just like how Riku's a sexy guy, or how Hayden Panettiere wants Kairi's body, as they stated during the interview for Kingdom Hearts 2. Which, I mean, again, if you haven't seen that interview with, like, of Kingdom Hearts 2, I recommend you do. Because it is quite funny, because, I mean, here you have Haley Joel Osment talking about Sora's growth and development throughout the game, and then meanwhile you have David Gallagher going, Riku's a sexy guy, Hayden Panettiere wanting Kairi's body, and, I think it was like Megan Jet Martin who just flat out spoiled the twist of Naminé being Kairi's nobody. Who are these fucking jokers, but I love them so much. Now, here's a certain plot thread that, again, a lot of people might think that stuff like Dream Drop Distance and, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Dark Seeker Saga kinda came from nowhere, but again, with scenes like this that I believe were in the base game, again, I do think the gears were turning in Tetsuya Nomura's mind, but I'll let this little hint show you what I mean.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts. Rejoice and feast on these hearts we offer. Shine your pale light on this empty realm. Share your power with all nobodies.
Xemnas, is Kingdom Hearts ready?
Very soon.
Then I can end this charade?
Indeed.
How I've waited to hear that.
Somebody say Xehanort!
Kairi, you are great!
Oh?
You are different, Kairi, but I'm just glad you're here.
You and Riku never came home, so I came looking for you.
By the by, I want you to watch this scene right here in terms of how Sora reacts to his supposed love interest. Again, awkward flirtations and a bit of an get away from me sort of vibe about him.
It's real.
But then just take a look over what happens when he finds out that Ansem is in fact Riku. Yeah, this boy is gay!
Wait, Ansem! I mean, Xehanort's heartless. I never thought for a second that I'd ever see you again. Just thinking about all the things you did makes me really mad. But you saved Kairi, right? I have to be grateful for that. Thanks.
Riku, don't go!
Huh?
Kairi, what did you just say?
Riku.
I'm no one, just a castaway from the darkness.
Sora, come here. Say something to him. Here. You'll understand. Close your eyes.
Riku! It's Riku. Riku's here. I looked for you.
Come on, Sora. You've got to pull it together.
I looked everywhere for you.
I didn't want you to find me.
But it was him that was helping us, wasn't it?
Huh?
Those clues we kept finding, that must have been Riku.
I was starting to worry you guys weren't ever gonna catch on. Sora never did pick the brightest friends.
What do you mean by that?
Why didn't you let me know you were okay?
I told you, I didn't want to be found. Not like this. I couldn't. I fought with Ansem, with Xehanort's Heartless. When it invaded my heart and I won. But to use the power of darkness, I had to become Ansem myself.
Does that mean you can't change back?
This battle isn't over. And until it is, I still need the power of darkness.
Then, let's finish it. You're still Riku, no matter what. So how about it? Think we can handle one last rumble together? The king's waiting.
Yeah, let's get going.
Said Donald Duck. But yeah, again, facetiousness and tee-hee-hoddle-ha gayness aside, it is an incredibly sweet scene, and again, the reunification of all three friends I think was handled bellissimo. And, again, I have no real complaints here. We don't quite get Riku as a party member just yet, as you, well, would have... Actually, no, you didn't see it in the cleanup video. We have AHAT96 as our partner character. Yes, indeed, he transplanted himself into the game because of time travel, dream drop distance, bam. But no, seriously though, we do get Riku as a party member, but he's currently trapped in Ansem form. We need to get our boy back. But yeah, it's tragic, sweet, but the reunification again makes it all feel worthwhile. And again, like, I mean, again, it's that level of development that Riku's had since, you know, Kingdom Hearts 1, where he was bopping about as this, you know, generic Disney bully slash shonen anime rival mixture. And again, just how far he's grown up, changed, and again, if there's one thing about Kingdom Hearts 2 I can say, is that it does feel like a lot of the characters have grown and changed since when they first started, and I don't know. It's one of those aspects that does make me wonder whether or not, like, this might have originally been intended to be it. At least in terms of, like, the original planning stages for Kingdom Hearts, with, you know, with a lot of the Dark Seeker stuff coming a bit later.
This spot should do.
What's this gadget for?
It's a device to reclaim Kingdom Hearts and encode it as data.
Not sure I get it.
I do not claim to know the outcome of this venture either. After all, hearts are unpredictable.
To quickly give you the run-over as to what Ansem's machine actually does in more Englishy translatable terms, yeah, apart from the fact that he has absolutely no idea what shooting a laser at the moon will do, other than start Sonic Adventure 2. Basically what he's intending to do is basically, again, encode a lot of the hearts, again, as in people's souls, and, well, basically use that as a means of screwing up the moon. It's a little bit oddly worded, but basically, again, he's extrapolating the hearts that are already in Kingdom Hearts and basically, well, destroying Xemnas' fake version of Kingdom Hearts, because, again, in terms of how Kingdom Hearts, as in, you know, that giant moon in the sky is summoned, there are two ways of doing it, the first of which is by capturing the Heart of the Worlds, you know, which is what we saw in Ansem Secret of Darkness doing in Kingdom Hearts 1, and then there's, you know, using the hearts of people in order to summon Kingdom Hearts into existence, which, again, people's souls, it's all very, quite disturbing when you think about it. But again, what Ansem the Wise is doing, basically, is that he's just, again, extrapolating those souls and basically causing a chain reaction that, well, you'll see the results of in the next part, but yeah, as you can see here, this is pretty much the Organization Graveyard. Again, all these Nobodies have specific titles as members of Organization XIII, and yeah. Oh, what a chilly academic. It is quite haunting, to be perfectly honest, though, but yeah. That little shield sphere right over there, that's pretty much our end goal, and we have to defeat all the remaining Organization members in order to reach there, so... Yes, indeed, Xemnas did in fact come prepared for people bopping about trying to stop his, you know, his plans from coming to fruition. And again, it's one hell of a security system, like, defeat all of your remaining allies and comrades before, you know, you have access to the final stronghold and could feasibly do any damage, at which point he'd be more than alerted to your presence and, well, could easily dispatch you. By the way, again, we do still have a few Nobodies to take care of. In this case, again, we've already taken care of Xigbar, so the only two members that remain are Saïx and Luxord. So yeah, there is actually also a nice detail here. Actually, if you go over towards Roxas's Station of Awakening, Roxas's little grave plaintiff, it's half activated, indicating Sora.
What's that?
It's the king and Diz. I mean, Ansem the Wise. They must be higher up. We better hurry.
I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
Down to business. Very like you, Luxord. But yeah, Luxord's battle works a little bit different, given the fact that his Nobody's worked with games, and, yeah. A very different boss setup. Again, Luxord, similarly, also works with games. As you can see here, he's turned us into a dice, with a Sora face that's panicking. And I mean, to be fair, I would be too if I was, you know, suddenly transformed into something that would make me viable for the weekly craps game, but... yeah. Again, basically destroy a lot of Luxord's cards, and again, it's not so much reliant on health as it is time. By hitting the enemy, obviously, you decrease their time in the game. If yours decreases, well then you lose, regardless of how much health you have. But again, Luxord doesn't have a health bar. His is also entirely reliant on time, so he'll have several different games for you to play that'll either, again, decrease his time or to decrease yours. In which case, however, you basically gotta make sure that you get these guessing games right. In this case, it's pretty much this... select the right card, any card, and make sure that you pick the right one to get Luxord. Beat him down as he's stunlocked as, oh, how did you know how to pick my favorite game? And then you have stuff like this, where again, he'll pretty much have the same sort of rules, but again, if you pick the wrong card, you'll hit the bombs and then you'll explode and die. And yeah, he also has some other guessing games that again, similarly will also turn you into cards and or, well, dice. So again, Luxord is by far one of the more gimmicky boss battles in the Organization XIII Stronghold, and yeah, it's really depending on your propensity for playing the game, Sora. But again, if you again aren't adept at playing these guessing games or picking the right cards, or at the very least not standing still long enough for you to get a decent tell as to, you know, what Luxord's gonna do and which cards to pick, well, you're gonna hate this boss fight, especially when you're doing the Organization data battles back in, you know, the Cavern of Remembrance, so, yeah. Ah, shit. And now we prolong the boss fight by a little bit because I am terrible at these guessing games as he used stop and turned us into a card. But again, that is also Luxord's other thing. Again, he isn't just about games, but he's also the master of time. And again, that does say a few things about his connection to the ancient Keyblade legacy. And considering that we saw him in the tail end of Kingdom Hearts 3 in basically driving Yazora's taxi, yeah, I'm quite curious as to where they're going to go with this character. Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't really give him much to do, but he is my favourite member of the organization, and I really want to see what he does next.
How could you, Roxas?
That's Sora!
You okay?
Yeah, no worries. Let's keep moving.
Crikey, poor Luxord, man. He barely even got much of a deathline, and well, again, I haven't played 358 over 2 days, and even the cutscene movie doesn't really do much to illustrate this, but yeah, was Luxord at all close to Roxas? Because he seemed to show a degree of fondness for the guy, so I don't know, I'm curious if they had a decent working relationship. Maybe something might be said if you play through some of the missions with Luxord, but either way, I can't be certain. But yeah, anyway, now that we've reunited with Riku and Kairi, our main objection is now to find the king and Ansem the Wise. And again, to kind of reiterate, like, I mean, I think it's after the next part. Yeah, well, pretty much show off the secret Ansem reports that will delve a little bit deeper into Ansem the Wise's machinations and how he went from, I want revenge on the people who scorned me, to, you know, trying to make amends, despite the fact that he's pretty much the primary cause of everything that started going wrong by beginning his research. Admittedly, though, Xehanort didn't really help matters, as we'll soon see in Birth by Sleep, but actually, no, not even in Birth by Sleep, but even earlier on in the game when it came to, you know, Master Ansem, can I do experiments by torturing people? But yeah, it's all gonna be a very much dressing down for Ansem by the time he's confronted by not only our main characters, but also Xemnas, who feels the need to pay a visit towards his old mentor. But yeah, we've pretty much unlocked the next boss fight, and now it's time to take down the jealous bitchy boyfriend, Saïx. Because he's a jealous bitch, and he's gonna be very catty with Sora, because Roxas took away his loving boyfriend, and Saïx doesn't like that. Anyway, catch you next time.
Only you could have made it this far in one piece, Roxas.
That's really getting old.
Yeah, he's Sora.
Different name, same fate.